in terms of the choices in your films when you started out, well, you want to be a hardcore Bollywood heroine, right? The kind of person who would have her picture in the back of an auto rickshaw.
Yeah. I don't think that still happened yet, though.
Not yet happened. No.
Who
Who knows? If I find a rickshaw,
please send. Please do
yeah.
send. But yeah, as you said, that was the dream because growing up, that's all I knew. I was a hardcore like Bollywood bachcha, obsessed with movies and Hindi movies specifically.
Okay.
Like I used to not watch any English movies only, and I was just obsessed with like the world. And it was like I would dress up like Kareena, and I would know the like hook steps of every single song. I would perform at every birthday party. Like no one even had to ask me. Usually the parents are like, bachcha, nacho and all.
Yeah.
I was like ready before my parents asked me also to just get up and perform and dance. And I think it came from the fact that my dad had this like video camera, like at that time the handy camera had just come out. And he had one where there was a rotating screen.
Right.
So I could see myself.
Right.
And I discovered that I could see myself and I was
like
so
this
fascinated.
Selfie before the selfie.
Right. The first selfie. And so there are videos of me actually. I posted some on Instagram where he's recording and I'm doing some dance, then I come, I'm like show because I was just so like in awe of this camera. So I think since a young age only I've always wanted to be an actress and be in front of the camera, and it started out with that. I think the dream was to just be on the big screen and do the singing and the dancing.
What about voice? You learned to change your voice.
My voice has, I think, automatically just gotten deeper. I think with age, it's become a little, everyone's like, what's happened to your throat? I was like, no, I think now my voice is just a little bassier. Like, I was dubbing for Bae that day and I couldn't do her higher notes. Like, she was like, Tiros, and my voice was not going that high anymore. And I dubbed for the Hindi version of Inside Out 2. I was Riley's character and she's like a 12-year-old girl. And I was like, guys, you all missed me by a year because my voice has finally broken. I've hit puberty at 25 and now I don't sound like a little girl anymore. So voice, I've worked with a lot of voice coaches. Actually, I worked with Vikas. He has a company called Strictly Speaking, I think. So in the next film that I'm doing, which has not been announced and I cannot talk about it,
but it's
I have a dialect. I'm very excited because I have a
Yeah.
dialect also in that. So I worked with I work with voice coaches also quite often.
Right. No, so what did you do to get the voice right in terms of the transformation?
I
Like breathe?
I think breathing helps a lot. Just also their vocal exercises also. So that stuff that opens up your vocal cords. So I have this like 20-minute like this exercise.
I'm fascinated because I was watching this conversation with Arijit Singh and he was talking about how his voice, he worked on it and his voice is not the same anymore.
Yeah.
He just doesn't sound
because
like how it started earlier.
At the end
so it can be done. I didn't know that.
Because it's a muscle. You're training a muscle, in your vocal cords. So I have a 20-minute exercise that I do when I'm shooting films, which like there's like you have to keep doing these different drills.
Do it now.
There's like, now I've not done it in so long, but like there's like and like la 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 la, like you have to do these different kind of exercises and also to open up your mouth because you need to warm up sometimes in the morning, just open all the muscles out. So I do this like one routine.
But when you were like doing all those things that you've seen in the movies for the camera turned towards you, the selfie before selfie, is there like a movie that you were so fond of that you'll always do before the camera, like a dialogue or something?
I would say a lot of like main apni favorite hoon, a lot of Bebo's lines. Like now when I watch K3G, I can just say all of the lines because I think I've seen it 100 times. But yeah, like that way I would do Crazy Kiya Re and I would do all the Dhoom. I was obsessed with Dhoom too. It was like my favorite movie.
So the song, you mean?
Yeah, the song. I would do Crazy Kiya Re, the song. So yeah.
How would you do it?
Like that I would do it.
That didn't look convincing at all, my friend.
It was not.
It wasn't. So your debut was 2019.
Yeah.
But I was looking up about you online and it says you made some debut in 2017 with the Paris Debutants Ball. I'm sorry to sound very middle class, but what on earth is this Paris debut? What happens in this ball? Because I think we saw portions of it in Bollywood Lives as well, right?
Yeah.
What exactly
for Shania.
What is the Debutants Ball?
Even I didn't know what it was, and when we got the email to go for that, my mom thought someone was playing a prank on her. But she's there now, Paris and stuff.
Like Vanity Fair does it, or what is it?
It's I think, I mean, I'm quite bad with all these things, but it's in Paris only they organize, and Vanity Fair covers it, and lots of internet. But I think what they do is what I really liked about it is because I didn't study abroad, so I never really had a chance to meet people from different parts of the world. Like now my sister studies in New York, and she gets to interact so much with people. Like
that's true. That's something that you do miss.
And I never had that. So I feel like this really, made me meet a lot of people, a lot of girls. So they pick, I think, 20 girls from all over
So
the
is it
world.
like a Jane Austen kind of thing? Like, the suitors will meet their...
No, so it's not. I took my brother as my date for this ball, and there they kind of mix you up and they make you like meet people. So one of my friends,
Speed dating, what is it?
it's not nothing. Nothing happened.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
very sweet. You hold the guy with me was some prince of Switzerland or something,
Oh,
which I found
wow.
out later. So it's very sweet and we were all 17 and very quiet and nice and sweet. And and like they're all still friends. Reese Witherspoon's daughter Ava was there. Steve Harvey's daughter Laurie was there. And we're all still in touch, like we all still talk. So it actually made me meet a lot of friends. And for me, it was the first time I was doing something facing the camera, taking pictures, dressing up, getting my hair and makeup done. I'd never done it. So it was also like a mini training thing for me at that time.
I still don't know what it is.
Even I
Like,
can't
did you
help
actually
it.
dance at the thing?
We did a waltz. We did a waltz
And
class.
you get to choose who?
I did it with my brother and I did it with my dad because you have to have like a father's dance. Us training, we were so bad. Imagine my dad doing the waltz. It was so funny. Me and Ahan and my dad, we used to practice and he's like done some spin and some drop with me. He was like really, my dad's a very big like, if there's a camera, he will start pushing me and performing. Like he just wants to be the main star and everything.
Alia Bhatt on the same series, and you know what? We asked her who the president of India is, and she still did not know. And that obviously became the reason. You can't even. But what's really cool about her? She could have called up and said, "Listen, you know what? Can you not? It's okay. Own yourself." And she's another from the Karan Johar school, right?
I guess if
Student of
that's
the
a
year
school
one,
also.
and you're student of the year two.
Yeah, we are. And I mean, I'm the biggest
There's some
Alia Bhatt
academy you
fan.
guys are coming out from. Some
Everyone's
all
like,
becoming
which
student of the year.
college did you go to? I was like, I went to St. Teresa and student of the year too. That was the college that I went to. But I'm the biggest Alia Bhatt fan. So I mean, to even be in the same like school as her, as you said, is a big thing for me.
Is that what's happening here? Like some sort of like a generational. Although she's not that much older than you, right?
No,
in
she's
that sense.
a couple of
She's
years
just like
older
an
than I am.
overachiever.
I mean, and she started out younger than me. Like
Yeah.
if I started at 18, she started at 17. So now she's been working. And I remember the moment I saw her in Student of the Year. I'll never forget.
Okay.
We were at some screening of Student of the Year, and we were like, I think it came 10 years to 2012, if I'm not wrong. So 2012 it came, and I was 14 or 13 at that time, and there were no seats in the theater, so I was sitting on the floor. And I remember she came on screen as Shana, and I was like, I want to be her.
Oh, really?
I just wanted to be her. Yeah.
Because she's herself like a debutant in the movie. It's not
Yeah.
like she's killing it.
But I just loved her. I think the thing about Alia is that she's very relatable. She's obviously a fantastic actor, and as you only said, she's very real. Like owns her mistakes. She's amazing off screen. She's candid. She's cool. She's not afraid to admit that she's wrong or she's made mistakes. But she's always grown, and she's really shut people up with her work, and it's been amazing.
But when you were growing up and when you were doing all those dialogues, and was there someone you had in mind? Kareena, you said.
Yeah.
It was just
Great
Kareena.
Devo fan.
Kareena.
I love Preity. I love
Preity Zinta?
Yeah.
Oh, from where?
From Kal Ho Na Ho.
Okay.
Yeah, and Veer Zara.
Right.
I loved her, and she was so like cute and bubbly, and her dimples and all. I really liked her. Rani ma'am, Lolo. I used to love Lolo. I have a picture of Lolo in my vanity van stuck on the mirror. There's a picture of her and Salman, and my apni favorite who on my vanity.
In your current vanity van?
Yeah, it's like what I see every morning before getting
You
ready.
do some puja before you start your day?
No, I just see
For
it and I'm
20
like,
minute breathing exercise that you do?
Yeah,
right?
that's the
And
thing.
then
I'm-
puja of Salman
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Kareena.
Yeah,
and
love
then
that.
you start with
Lolo,
that.
I have a picture of Lolo and Kareena's line. My apni favorite too.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.